Hey guys, Paul V here for ufgyms.com. Again, in-house with my good friend Dr. Phil Knapp. And today we're going to go after a little. Last week we talked about assessing your hips, as we're in hip month here in April. We talked about assessing your hips with Dr. Sly, and now today Phil's going to walk us through some stretching for the anterior hip. And for those of you like myself that don't like the big book learning words, that just means the front of the hips, the front piece there. So I'm going to roll it over to Phil, and he's going to take you guys through it.
Okay, so if you remember from the last video when Dr. Sly was lying on the box, pulling his one leg up, what you're looking for is to see how your opposite leg dropped down. If it's stuck up high in the air, then that meant your hip flexor, or like Paul said, the anterior part of your hip was tight. So I'm gonna get Luke to come around here, and we're gonna go over what you wanna do. Over the next couple videos, we're gonna progress from where you wanna start to where you wanna go to. You don't wanna start with a really advanced stretch, because then you're not going to get the muscle that is tight. This hip flexor muscle comes from my low back and down into the inside of my hip, and it often pulls us into a anterior pelvic tilt, rips my back into extension, so that's not good for anything. Okay, so first, one of the common mistakes that I see is people not getting into the proper position, okay? So they're already out here like this, their pelvis is in anterior pelvic tilt, so now that muscle is in a lengthened position, or in a shortened position, okay, because it travels from here to here. So we need to get back. This leg needs to be straight up and down, your front leg at 90 degrees, okay? Now before I even lunge forward, try to stretch this muscle, I have to get this into posterior pelvic tilt. You're gonna do that in two ways. One, by contracting this glute muscle, your big glute muscle, and two, by contracting your core. It's going to pull that pelvis. And right away, I'm tight through here and I feel a stretch before I even lunge forward. So now when I lunge forward, I'm going to keep this contraction really, really hard and pushing my knee into the ground. So you can see, I'm moving forward, but my leg really hasn't moved. And I'm feeling the stretch right here. I don't want to see, you should never really see this, especially in the beginning. Okay, once you get going and you get this muscle stretched out a bit, yes, you can get a little bit more stretch in there. Once you get comfortable with getting into the pelvic tilt, now you can get a little more core activation by pressing straight down into your knee as you lunge forward. Okay, so this is just stretching that hip flexor muscle. The next video, Paul Viancourt is going to look at how to progress and get it into more of an advanced stretch here. Okay, until next time, guys.